Let me be real honest. I don't mean to overwhelm you, baby. I just need you to know it. A sure thing, no need to wait things up. I'm steady, baby. I adore you.
Yes, sir. You just found it. Intercourse with you. Let's chat. Welcome to the Intercourse Show. I am your host, Mr. B. In today's reaction video, we are going to analyze and respond to Dr. Umar's JADA Pinkett rant. This is a rant that he did about 2 days ago to really address the JADA Pinkett saga that's going on right now. It seems that she's releasing a book. She's been the talk of the town. It's the trend right now. She's going around kind of trashing Will Smith. And there's been a lot of different theories that people have had about this particular matter with this young lady. She seems to have a knack with just hitting the media circuit and just attacking this guy and attacking this guy and attacking this guy. And quite frankly, it seems a little abnormal. Some people have said, since Will is worth about $100 million, maybe this is about the money. Maybe Will is just like, I didn't have a prenup and I would rather suffer with you and save 50 million rather than suffer and pay you 50 million. Other people have other theories, but we'll go ahead and hear what Dr. Umar got to say, and then we'll respond to that. So again, I thank you guys. If this is your first time on the show, I ask that you like and subscribe to the show.
Travis Hunter just came back from an injury. You got to give him some time to work himself back in. He scored a touchdown. He also stopped a lot of good passes. I like Travis Hunt. Wait a minute. I like him as an athlete, but I do believe Travis is bunny hopping. And Travis, if you're listening to your big brother King Kong consciousness, please stop bunny hopping, my brother. She's taking away your melanin energy. She's taking away all of your melanin energy, my brother. Travis, you have to stop bunny hopping, my brother. She's taking your melanin juices out of you, my good brother. Now, let me talk to JADA Pinkett Smith. JADA Pinkett Smith, I am so tired of you embarrassing my brother Will Smith. Miss JADA Pinkett Smith, I am so tired of you embarrassing my brother Will Smith. Every time you get in front of a TV, you got to do some disrespectful shit that is unbecoming of a wife. The things you say out of your mouth, Sister JADA. The things you say out of your mouth, Sister JADA Pinkett Smith, I don't think they need to be said. You already had my man go up there and smack the dog shit out of Chris Rock. You already had my man go up there and smack the dog shit out of Chris Rock, which caused him to be suspended from the Oscars for about a year. Not that we care, because when Queen Mother Ancestor Hattie McDaniel won an Oscar, when Queen Mother Ancestor Hattie McDaniel won an Oscar, when Queen Mother Ancestor Hattie McDaniel won an Oscar, she couldn't even come out front to receive her Oscar. I think they brought the Oscar to her backstage. So I don't give a damn about no Academy of Coons Awards. I don't care nothing about the Academy of Coon Awards. I want to make sure we understand that. I could give a damn about the Academy of Coons Awards. Let's just be very clear. That damn statue is the statue of a slave master. So I'm not concerned about that. But you could have diffused that situation a little bit better. Now you turning around telling the world that Chris Rock wanted to clap your flat ass cheeks. First of all, JADA, no disrespect, because you're a beautiful woman in the face. But you ain't got no body. You ain't 5'5", thick in the thighs by no stretch of any man's imagination. Now, if Chris Rock told you he wanted to clap your cheeks, as a get back at, and Chris Rock, you was out of line for doing that, but I can understand Will Smith embarrassed you, so you want to get him back by clapping his wife's cheeks. I understand. But Jada, what did you do in response to Chris Rock asking to clap your cheeks? Why did Chris Rock feel so comfortable to ask you if he could clap your cheeks? See, when a woman comes to you, black fellas, I hope my brothers is listening to me. I help my brother. I hope all my African alpha males, I want all my unapologetically African alpha males to listen to your big brother, Dr. Umar, right now. I want all of my anti-snow bunny, unapologetically African alpha males. I want you to check into your big brother, Notorious RBG, one time. If your woman ever come home saying that a man solicited sex from her in a very private manner, not vulgar, not boisterous, not out loud, not disrespectful. If a man pulled your woman to the side and solicited sex from your woman, you got to be a little suspicious.
Got to pause right here. He is on to something. That is the truth. The fact is, ladies, if a man tries to talk to you, right, he's looking for access. And the moment you give him access to talk to you, you're leaving the door open a crack. And that is essentially saying to him that, you know, you're willing to be courted in some way. The point he's making is that if you're not available, if you're a married woman, if you're spoken for and you're dealing with a man and another man tries to talk to you, he should not even have that type of access to you to get to a place where he can ask you a compromising question, because you should have shut it down from the gate. You should have told that man up front, listen, I'm not for play. I'm already spoken for, and therefore I'm not available for you. So if that man, you know, feels comfortable enough to come to you and still make a play at you and still sort of make a pass at you, what's being implied is that you gave him access. What's being implied is that you was available, you know what I'm saying, to hear him out in terms of, you know, you gave him a means by which to communicate you, to contact you, to have a private conversation with you. And none of that should be happening if you are protecting yourself and not allowing anyone to talk to you. So what he's saying has got some truth to it. Definitely got some truth to it.
If a man pulls your woman to the side and solicits sex from your queen, you got to be a little suspicious.
Fact.
If a man pulled your wife to the side and solicited sexual relations with your woman, you got to be a little suspicious. What did she do to make him so comfortable?
Fact.
Feeling like he can make it advance.
It's very true.
What did she do that made him so comfortable that he felt like he could make a sexual advance? Is this not suspicious?
It is.
Is this not suspicious? Is this not suspicious? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I give Chris Rock a little bit too much credit. I don't think Chris Rock asked Jada if he could clap those flat lemonade cheeks. I don't think he did that. I don't think he did that. I do not think Chris Rock asked Jada if he could clap those flat cheeks of hers. I don't think he did. But why announce that to the world? Why stir up this conflict again between a man you claim you love and his nemesis? You got on TV and told the world, sitting next to your husband, that you had sex with your son's friend.
Got to pause again. It is absolutely true. Everything he's saying is true. Now, one thing I got to say about Dr. Umar is he's notorious for repeating himself. This is kind of his way of talking. But if you really catch on to some of the things he's saying, there's some points that he's making that are very valid, right? I really do believe that Jada is doing everything she can to get under the skin of Will Smith. I don't know what it is. Maybe he slept with his sister or something. I don't know what's going on, but she's just trying to get under his skin. And quite frankly, I'm starting to feel like Will Smith is not conceding to any divorce, in part because he don't want to give her half his stuff. At the end of the day, I think the way he's calculating it is like, look, I can have you humiliate me, but and still keep my money and still control my money in the ways that I can control it and stay married to you. Or I can have you humiliate me and then I lose half of everything I got. I'm starting to feel like he's like, nah, I'm not parting away from 50 million. You could go ahead, jump up and down, sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. I am not giving up this bag. Not to you. You know what I'm saying? I think Will's a little bit more calculated. He's way too unbothered. It feels like he's channeling some Omarion energy when he was dealing with his baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Omarion was super unbothered. Shorty was sleeping with his best friend, sleeping with other rapper friends he knew, Game and all these other people. And your man was Dr. Dre. Your man was super unbothered. Like it did not even matter. And then he finessed his way to get custody of his kids and do what he needed to do. So I think to some extent, if Will's just coasting and just letting her do what she do, I think it hurt him. But I think for him, he's calculating it like this. I could fight you and lose 50 million, right? Or I could let you rot. You're going to try to damage my public image anyway. I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm going to let you go ahead, bang your head against the wall. I want you to go ahead, make the media circus, do everything you want to do. I'm not coming off this 50 million. No, I'm not giving you half of nothing. If anything, you got to go to work. You got to work. Humiliate me if you want. You got to work, sweetheart. You have to work because I'm not giving up this bag just to give up this bag to you. No, boo-boo. Yeah, get back to the drawing board. Yeah. Do what you got to do. Get right back to the drawing board because I'm not giving up this bag. Oh, no. I think that's got to be his energy. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, she coming to him and he's writing nice letters, honoring her. He's trying to be a stand-up guy. And at some point, I have to say to myself, maybe this dude's a little more calculated than we give him credit for. Yes, it seems humiliating. Yes, it seems crazy. Yes, how could he? Yes, why would he? But at the same time, too, it's one thing he's going to get humiliated. But if he can get humiliated and keep half his wealth, rather than going through a contentious divorce with this chick, that seemed like a win to me because he's going to get humiliated either way. So why not get humiliated, live somewhere else in another house, go do your own thing, and just rock out. Let her do what she needs to do. Let her be emotional. Who cares? She outside running the circuit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let her do what she's doing. Keep your money in your pocket. That to me makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. I'm trying to remember where I heard this feedback from. I think it was probably O'Shea Duke Jackson. He's a YouTuber who had some commentary, and he's like, "Look, if there's no prenup on 100 million, I don't think I come off the bag either. I'm gonna be honest with you. No prenup on 100. Jada can go. She could work that media circuit as much as she want to work that media circuit. I am not about to walk away from 100 million. We staying together. Go ahead, live in your house. I'll pay little bills here and there. But I'm not giving you 50 million. You ain't gonna be ungrateful. You got my daughter writing all sorts of notes to your ex-boyfriends who's been dead for 30 years. And then about to let you walk out of my life for 50 million? Oh, no. I'm going to stick with you to the day that I die. It has to be his calculus at this point because why lose? Well, you're losing anyway. Public image is going to scrutinize Will Smith anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to say he's a cornball, he's a beta, he's all of this. That's already happening. And then on top of it, you know what I mean? He's actually acting like that guy. But I think someone somewhere on his team is like, look, bro, look, you already humiliated. Your reputation's already been brought down to the ground. But that don't mean you got to walk away with this $50 million less rich. if you can keep the money in a bag under your control, y'all are just some married couples who live in different houses. It is what it is. You separated. It is what it is. You all right? Ain't stopping you from doing what you doing. If you outside, you got your shorty, you got whatever, you know what I mean? You got what you need. You're not losing nothing, bro. She can go ahead and try to continue to persecute you. The only thing I would say about that is, you know, if she wants y'all to be divorced and she wants y'all to be separated and all that, it just seems a little odd if you still walking around with her, you know what I'm saying? And she's you acting like she's your wife and you guys are living happily ever after. But then again, this guy's an actor. This is what he does. He acts for a living. He acts like he's happy. He acts like he cares. He acts. That's how he gets his checks. So your man's acting like everything's hunky-dory at home. He acting like he values this woman. Maybe he don't. I think he don't. Which is probably why he would be on vacation with his ex-wife. I don't think he's really feeling her like that. But at some point, you know, you got to make sense of it somehow. And I don't think he's taking the L for no reason. She's talking her talk. I think he's like, look, I look bad anyway. She's already made me look bad anyway. She's already an embarrassment anyway. She's already, you know, a liability to me anyway. Right? If I don't sign no divorce papers, I don't lose half of my stuff. I don't got to separate no assets. I don't got to give no money. I don't lose half my stuff. I'm going to play it like we're together, living apart. We're divorced off the books. And it is what it is. Because as long as you ain't taking me to court for half my bag, I'm Gucci. I think that's his mindset. I definitely think that's his mindset. All right, back to Dr. Umar.
Why did you feel the need to go on national television, sitting next to your son, next to your husband, and tell the world you slept with your son's friend? And that's not enough. Now you telling everybody that Tupac proposed to you while he was in prison. Now, Jada, everybody know you and Tupac were soulmates. Y'all should have gotten married. He probably wasn't ready to settle down at the time. You were more focused on your career. He wanted to be a thug. You wasn't feeling it. I understand. We all know you and Tupac have a history. I understand it. But if Tupac Shakur, my greatest rapper of all time, if Tupac Shakur, my greatest rapper of all time,
I got to address this too.
if Tupac Shakur proposed to you in prison, Jada, he might have.
I got to address this. I got to hop back in here and address this. Jada Pinkett go around telling everybody Tupac Shakur proposed to her. He proposed to her while he was in prison. Do you know how many dudes propose to women while they're in prison? Do y'all think that that's surprising? Half these dudes, they just want somebody to write them letters. They will marry your ass while they're in prison, provided that you're going to ride with them, you're going to send some commissary money, you're going to hold them down. If your man was in prison and he proposed to you, that's almost like him proposing to you in the middle of sex. You can't take it serious. You cannot take it serious. You can't take that to the bank. Oh, no. If your man was in prison and he proposed to you, don't take it at face value. That's what he's supposed to do. Whatever it's going to take to keep you engaged, to ride out this bid with him, is what he's going to do. And if he told you he was proposing to you in prison, that's exactly what it is. He was trying to ride out this bid. I'll take that serious. As far as I remember, I don't even know that Tupac was taking this girl that serious. He wasn't going on. I didn't hear anything from Tupac claiming Jada Pinkett as his woman. I didn't hear none of that. I think they like each other, may have known each other from childhood, but he wasn't claiming her like that was his girl and he cared about her all that much. I don't recall. I do know he was dating seriously Quincy Jones's daughter. That I do know. He was absolutely dating her seriously. I don't know why I know that. That was the one woman that I know he was taking serious, that I know that he was planning on potentially being with. I don't even know. I think he might have even ended up marrying her. For real, for real. I don't recall that man was so gung-ho about Jada Pinkett. As far as I know, Jada Pinkett was kind of being passed around a little bit. I know Wesley was up in there. There's a couple dudes who's kind of having their way over there. And by her own admission, I think she would be the first to tell you that, in a lot of her traumas and stuff like that, she wasn't exactly saving herself for marriage. So I think she was working the Hollywood scene. At the end of the day, I don't think it was all that deep. I just don't know. That's like one of the girls that Tupac slept with saying, "Oh, it was serious." That's like Faith Evans saying, "Well, Tupac was going to propose to me." No, I think she understood that was just a slide. Let's just keep it real. Like, why are we making a big deal about her and Tupac? Like, Tupac never claimed this woman as anything significant. I don't know where he did. I haven't seen anything where he has. I almost feel like, there are some serious mental issues with this young lady, that she feels the need to evoke the name of a dead man for the sake of getting attention. That sounds crazy to me. And the fact that people take it seriously, Tupac's not here to speak for himself. All of the stuff she's talking about is hearsay. It is hearsay. We cannot go to no point where we can prove or validate whether or not that man seriously proposed to this lady. And if he did while he was in prison, who is taking that seriously? Come on now. I bet you right now, if Jada Pinkett really, really was about that life, 99 out of 100% of the dudes in jail right now will propose to Jada Pinkett. They're in jail. What do you think they're supposed to do? They're trying to get somebody from the outside to be engaged talking to them. That's what dudes do in prison. They propose. They get married to women so that they could potentially put them on that spouse, list, and hopefully they get a visit or something. I wouldn't be shocked. He probably was trying to get some buns. And he was like, look, we could be married. Like, all you gotta do, we'll set up the paperwork so you can just stop by here. And I'm in prison. I'm trying to get some box. Like, what's going on? That to me don't sound crazy. It does not sound crazy at all. That sounds like a feasible thing. It don't sound like nothing nobody should be taking serious. I ain't gonna buy the book to read that part. I ain't gonna buy the book, period. But I wouldn't buy the book because you made an allegation that Tupac somehow proposed to you in prison, and all of a sudden your life is more compelling, and we all should care because the man who's been dead for almost 30 years actually proposed to you while he was in prison. My response to that is that's what he was supposed to do. That's what any nigga in prison is gonna do. He's gonna propose to you so he can have your attention and you can hold him down. I view that with a little grain of salt. That's just it's a stretch. We're not about to do that. Don't do that, boo-boo. Not a look. You don't get no extra points for that. No extra credit.
I don't believe it's impossible that he could have proposed to you. But what I do find impossible is you waiting 25 years to tell the world that Tupac proposed to you. Are you trying to get Will Smith to divorce you so you can take half of his fortune?
Let's talk about it.
And just separate from Will and do your own thing? I'm kind of getting the feeling, Sister Jada. I'm kind of getting the feeling, Sister Jada. I'm kind of getting the feeling, Sister Jada, that you want Will to divorce you, but you don't want to ask for the divorce. You need it to be initiated by Will because you know how much people would have a problem with you running off with half of that black man's fortune that you did not help build.
Yes. That's a fact.
So you trying to piss Will off so much and frustrate my West Philadelphia brother so much that he just throw his hands up and say, I can't take it no more with this woman. Give her half and give me peace.
That's a fact.
I think Jada simply wants Will Smith to throw up his hands and say, give her half so y'all can give me peace.
I like that theory right there.
I simply believe she wanted to throw up she want Will Smith to throw up his hands and say, give her half so you can give me peace.
That brother's on to something. Yep.
I don't want Will Smith to do that.
You gonna have
Will
to ride
Smith,
it out.
if you're watching your brother, I don't want you to do that. It is cheaper to keep her.
Yes,
Jada
sir.
not taking half your fortune, my brother. No, sir. We're not doing that.
We're not about to do that.
I know she's not a snow bunny, but she still ain't taking half of your fortune. We're not doing that. Stay legally married to her, but move on with your life. Stay legally married to her, but move on with your life. Because what we ain't going to do is give her half your money so she can run off doing whatever the hell she want with your damn money. Nah, we're not doing it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That's a fact.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I believe Brother Will loves his wife. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I believe Will Smith loves that woman. I'm giving y'all the real. I'm giving y'all the real. I think he loved that woman. And she knows it. And I think she's using it to piss him off. I don't know what's going on in their life. I don't know if he done something to piss her off. I don't know what's going on. But nobody's wife should constantly be exposing things that should be kept behind a closed door between a man and a woman. Now, I know she got the new book coming out. Jada, you got the new book coming out. I see you got the new book. You want to sell some books. So I know a lot of this stuff, like Tupac proposed to you, that's all coming out now because you want to sell some books. I understand. But Jada Pinkett, I love you, my sister. Set It Off was a classic. Set It Off was a classic. What was the other one she was at with Old Dog? What was that? Minister Society was a classic, sister. You got a couple classic movies. Please fall back and act like you're your age. Please fall back, Sister Jada Pinkett Smith, and act your age. And let me say this to Sister Jada. I'm going to say this to Sister Vivica. I love my Sister Vivica too. And I'm going to say this to all Black women. Can y'all please stop getting face injections? Can y'all please stop getting face injections? Please stop getting face. Sister Jada Pinkett, you were a beautiful woman. You're still a beautiful woman. But Sister Jada, your face is stunningly beautiful. You always had a stunningly beautiful face. Why in the hell did you inject whatever you injected in your face that got your cheekbones looking like you just got out of a boxing match with Mike Tyson at 18 years old? What did you do to your cheekbones, Sister Jada Pinkett? Sister Jada Pinkett, is those cheek implants? Did you get lipo injections? What the hell did you do to your cheekbones? You look like you went 5 rounds with Mike Tyson. What did you do with your cheekbones? Vivica Fox, another beautiful African sister. Vivica Fox, what did you do with your cheeks? Your face was beautiful.
Yeah.
It looked like you went 10 rounds with Devontae Tank Davis.
Yo, look, shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson. I have to pause here for a second. Shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson for bringing some comic relief to what is really a sad situation. I'm sorry, we all been taking this way too serious. I think the approach he is taking is the appropriate approach. Dr. Umar Johnson is finally stepping up and making light of a situation that's way too serious, way too sad, way too much. It's a fact. Like, everything he talking about is true. These women are all having midlife crisis. I don't know why they think by injecting their faces with all that stuff, it makes them look better. Did y'all not see what happened to Little Kim? That did not work for her. Why are y'all doing that? See, that's the problem too. Sometimes you got too much money and you mess around, playing around, and you start adjusting things you ain't need to adjust. Vivica Fox, gorgeous woman. With her natural face, she was good. Jada Pinkett, beautiful woman. With her natural face, she was good. These women hit a certain age, they start to putting stuff in there. They putting stuff that should go in their butt, in their face, in their cheekbones. And you like, yo, sis, who told you this look good? And what did they charge you to put that in your face? That's not necessary. Fall back on that. You don't need all of that. It finally took him to say that because we've been at just everyone's has been going around reading the circuit, and it's such a serious thing. They're going in on Will, but really and truly, she need to be made fun of a little bit. Like, really, somebody told you wrong, sis. Somebody built your bridges up to make you feel like you got it like that you could come and assassinate the character of this man, and to think you are off the circuit to get joked on. And I applaud Dr. Umar Johnson for having a little fun with this situation and just going in on Shorty and letting her know, listen, you are not that cute, boo. You think you can just go around here and assassinate this man's character because everyone has allowed you to do it. Nobody's calling you out to the point that they need to call you out and start actually joking you so that you would think twice about evoking this man's name again. Because the next time you do it, you are about to be the laughing stock, you know what I'm saying, of the social media world. He's on to something. Start talking about all them implants she got in her face. Maybe that'll get her to stop. If you're going to sell your book, sell your book. You don't got to continue to drag the man down, you know what I'm saying, any more than you already have. People already hate him because of you. They don't hate him because of him. They hate him because of you. That man been doing a lot of stuff, funny stuff, to appease you. And now I applaud this man for having a little fun with this and for going in on her. She deserved this. That's a fact. She absolutely deserved it.
You look like you went 10 rounds with Devontae Tank Davis. Black women, please stop messing with your face and your titties. Stop. Can we stop it? Knock it off, black. Well, stop. Why are beautiful women getting surgeries? Little Kim, drop dead gorgeous when she was with Junior Mafia.
Facts.
Drop dead gorgeous. Why? And I love Little Kim. Shout out to Little Kim. Shout out to Vivica. Shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith. I ain't got nothing against her, but I got a ride for my West Philly brother, Fresh Prince. Now, somebody told me the reason we have so many black female celebrities getting surgery. Somebody told me the reason we have so many black female celebrities getting surgery. Somebody told me why we got so many black women, period. Working class, middle class, upper class, bougie class, celebrity class. I was told the reason why so many black women are getting surgery is because the 40-something-year-olds feel the need to keep up with the 30-something and the 20-something-year-olds. Ladies, is that true? I'm talking to my Ifa Tunde Queendom chat. I'm talking to my Germaniacs. I'm talking to my ladies. Are y'all getting surgery because y'all feel the need to keep up with looking young with the 30 and the 20-year-olds? Can somebody tell me? Miss Armsfield said yes. Destiny said, Dr. Umar, you are so fine and so knowledgeable. And yes, I'm a black queen with natural locks. Yes, it is. Divine Melanin 92 said yes, it is. Keeney J said it's not. Tabitha Montgomery said that ain't got nothing to do with it. The Real Forever Grace said I'm 45 and I'll never do it. Miss Melanin Cheek said I think they are doing it. Listen. It's self-hate. This is what I want to say to my African queens in your 40s. To my African queens in your 40s. Listen. You will never be able to compete physically with a 27-year-old. You can't. You understand me? Even with an artificial body, you can't.
It's a fact.
Now, here's what I want to understand with my 40 and 50-year-old queens. Why are you trying to compete? I have no desire to compete with my 20-year-old brothers. I have no desire to compete with my 27-year-old brothers. I have no desire to compete with my 30-year-old brothers. I have no desire to compete with my I have no desire. I love who I am. I love my age. I'm glad I'm still on this planet to fight for African liberation. Black women, you got to change your thinking.
Facts.
Black women, you had your time. You had your hot girl summer. You had your Greek picnics. You had your freak nicks with your ass cheeks hanging out of this extra small blue jeans that you cut off. You had your time creeping around the college campuses giving that goose out. You had your time.
Facts.
Why can't you let it go and move gracefully into pre-elderhood? What's wrong with moving gracefully into pre-elderhood? What's wrong with being 47? You made it. 47. You've accomplished. You've raised children. You got your business. You got your degree. Why are you trying to compete with a 27-year-old? Your yoniverse will never be like hers. Your butt will never bounce like hers. Your breasts will never stand at attention again like hers. Why are you competing with them young girls? Why can't you be happy that you moving into pre-elderhood?
Okay, I have to disagree with my man right here for a second. So let's bring it right back. I got to disagree with my man for a second. First and foremost, I disagree because Halle Berry, she going strong. She shorty look good. There's plenty of older Black women. I done seen some women in their 50s, some even in their 60s, looking real good. That's called a super strong dedication to the gym. Working out, getting that cardio right. I think you're gonna look the part. That's just a dedication to the gym thing. You got to be willing to not cut corners, you know what I'm saying, and just stay in the gym, change the diet up, do what you need to do, but not cut corners. So I disagree. You can still be an older woman and still have a beautiful figure and still look good. I've seen it. It's possible. For anybody who thinks it's not possible, you know, I disagree with you because there are people out there showing that it is possible. Now, that's not to say that you are going to be a 27-year-old, but I see some 50-something-year-olds, some 60-year-olds that are giving the 27-year-olds a run for their money. And I think that has a lot to do with your genes, and it has a lot to do with, you know, just your diet and your health as a whole. But it's not impossible. I think Jada Pinkett looks amazing for her age. Before all the face and all that stuff, she looks good. I think Jada, what's her name? Halle Berry looks even better. She's all natural looking to me. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of the upkeep, making sure you keeping your body up, making sure you working out, changing your diet. I don't think all the extra putting stuff in your face makes you look any better. I don't know where they got that from. That's crazy. All right, back to Dr. Umar.
Why can't you be happy that you moving into pre-elderhood? In African culture, we value age. The older you get, the more respect. The older you get, the wiser you are. The older you get, the more honor is bestowed upon you. I did not say 47 was elderhood. Somebody's not listening. Somebody's not listening, but I'm going to stay focused. 65 is generally regarded as elderhood. But when you hit 50, you're 15 years away. So it's time to start transitioning away from getting all the attention in the club. It's time to start transitioning away from getting all the attention at church. It's time to start transitioning about being more preoccupied with how many men are looking at your ass than with how you're going to contribute to the development of the next generation of Black girls. Once you hit 45 years old, your whole train of thinking should change. I didn't say you should stop exercising. I didn't say you should stop caring about your body because we know black don't crack. We know black don't crack. I didn't say you had to give up on yourself. No, I did not. I said you should not be competing with women in the next generation. I said you should not be artificializing your body. You should not be artificializing your body to compete with girls in the next generation. You should not be trying to look like your daughter. You should not be trying to look like your daughter. You should not be trying to dress like your daughter. You should not be trying to compete like your daughter. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Going out here spending tens of thousands of dollars, risking your life in the Dominican Republic. Shout out to my Dominican Republic Africans. Shout out to my Dominican Republic Africans. Shout out to my Dominican Republic Africans. But you should not be out here wasting tens of thousands of dollars trying to do a Benjamin Buttons. You want to be the black booty Benjamin Buttons in reverse. You want to get younger every age you get old. No, 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 no. Nothing sexier than a black woman 45 and older who is completely confident in who she is and what she is right now. There's nothing sexier than a 45-year-old woman, a 50-year-old black woman who walks into a room, who still owns the room at 50 and don't have to own the room with her ass cheeks. There's nothing more attractive than a black woman who can walk into the room at 50 and 55 and 40 and 45, completely confident and still own the room, and she doesn't have to do it with her titties poked out.
That's true. It's a fact.
Come on, black woman. We need a better example for the sisters. And if I'm going to talk about the sisters, my brothers. If your pants are still sagging at 50 years old,
that's a bad look.
if you still getting multiple tattoos at 50 years old, if you still trying to hang in the young club at 50 years old, we have a serious problem in the black community. And it all goes towards the hypnosis of European capitalism that teaches black people you're no longer worth anything when you start getting older. Why have we bought into that? Why have we bought into that? Why have we bought into that? Accept your age and age gracefully. Black man, black woman, accept your age and age gracefully. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That was Dr. Umar Johnson. Definitely a great comic relief. I actually appreciated his take. Obviously, we have a little bit of fun at this. The Will and Jada Pinkett thing is kind of annoying. I mean, I think in some ways it's sad to see her go at him as much as she's been going at him, and everyone's poking fun at it. Everyone's just kind of taking shots. And I think to some extent there needs to be some sort of level setter in a sense where, you know, she does this because she knows she's going to get publicity for her book. And sometimes, you know, we need to kind of have an equalizer a little bit. So being able to hopefully tone her down a peg, I think goes a long way. So shout outs to Dr. Umar on a very comical video. Obviously, I was having a little fun with this particular segment as well and just kind of giving some insight and letting loose a little bit. I hope you guys too enjoy the video, the content. Again, for those who are not subscribed members, I ask that you join and just connect with us and, you know, enjoy the journey. We definitely welcome your feedback, and we want to make sure we promote love and positivity over here on this side. All right, guys, you have a blessed day. Enjoy your evening. I am signing off.
adore you. Ain't no way before you. If bad things befall you, I'll be there to hold you. I'll be. I'ma speak my mind. Way before, way before you. I just need to verbalize what I'm feeling. No need to wait things up. I'm steady. I'm steady. Baby, I adore you. Ain't no way before you. If bad things befall you, I'll be there to hold you. Baby, I adore you.